And good morning. Welcome to Sacred Sunday Healing Qigong Practice. My name is Christopher, and it's an honor to be with you today. Thank you very much for joining me. Whether you're here live or on the replay, I really appreciate you gifting me this opportunity to share a new form of healing practices, of energizing practices from the sciences of Qigong and Yoga. I call what I teach healing Qigong and Luminous Yoga, and I blend them into a gentle, accessible class each Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Today's class is going to be focused on the spine. There's a saying in the yoga tradition that you are only as young as your spine is flexible. On the healing Qigong side, working with the spine creates the cerebral spinal pump, moving cerebral spinal fluid up and down from the sacrum to the brain. So we'll be focusing on creating suppleness in the spine and working with the movement of this vital physical action, this fluid that brings nutrients up to the brain for clear thinking and sound decision making, opens us up to intuition, and brings the energy of the brain down into the body for healthy functioning of digestion and everything else that the body needs to do all day long. So as usual on Sunday mornings, our movement practice is 30 or 40 minutes, and then we'll have a meditation afterwards. You're welcome to have a chair nearby, like you see here, for stability during the movements, and perhaps also to sit in for the meditation afterwards. So I'll set that aside. You don't need any special equipment or yoga mat or anything for this class, just you, your body, a willingness to dive in and explore with me. You're welcome to open a window in your space for fresh air, take a few sips of water for fresh water, and we will get right into our practice. Let's have the feet be a little wider than hip width apart and bring both hands to cover each other for the opening breath work. Hands resting below the navel so that you can open yourself to abdominal breathing. Breathing in through the nose, breathing so deeply that the hands move away from the movement of the body coming in, down into the belly, into the hips. And as you breathe out, you'll feel the hands come towards your spine, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face, relaxing your eyes. Taking a few long, slow, deep breaths into the abdomen. Letting in that ocean breath, making a little sound at the back of the throat, a little whispering sound. Letting the sound of your own breath create a feeling of connection to something deeper. And noticing where you feel tight or tense, or where in your body the energy feels stuck or dense. We'll begin with our warm-up, loosening up the whole body to prepare for our spinal series. So relaxing the hands and starting to shake. Shake the fingers, the wrists, the elbows. Breathing in and let it out with a sigh. Relaxing into this moment. Take a full breath in, just like you did before, and let it out with a sigh. The shaking moves to the shoulders, even into the neck or the head, very gently. Now the body's bouncing up and down. The heels are lightly tapping the floor, the ground beneath you. Breathing in and out. Try shaking a different way, side to side. Let the whole body get loose. Shaking one leg, the toes, and the other leg going back and forth. Trying to let the shoulders move away from the ears. Shaking the hips. Shake your eyelids. Shake the jaw. Shake, 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 shake. Let the feet get a little wider apart, and we'll turn this into knocking on the door of life with a shake involved today. So there's still a shaking and bouncing. Today is all about stimulating the sacral brain pump. So just pay some attention to the spine, to your back. We're going to use these methods today to recharge the whole body. All three dantians are going to get filled with fresh energy from nature. First, though, we're here to clear the obstructions, to open to it. Keep shaking, keep turning side to side. Let it become more of the knocking on the door of life now as you steady the legs and let those hands wrap around and tap or slap or bump into your body. Relax with a smile. Let's enjoy this process today. I think you're going to feel great afterwards. So let yourself have some enthusiasm and anticipation for the changes that you are about to bring about in your body and your mind. Go a little bit faster, side to side, targeting the low back, where most of our back tension is. Maybe your hand is bumping right into a place that feels a little bit like a light massage. And then let's take this into a twist by wrapping the arms around your body and looking behind you. And then breathe into your whole back. And exhale back to the front. And inhale to the other side, wrapping your arms around you. One hand on the shoulder, the other hand as far as it wants to go, looking behind you. Breathe here. Exhale back to the front. You can bring the hands right to that low back in a comfortable place, or if that's a strain for your shoulders, onto your hips. And we'll start to make circles with the hips. Small at first. Exaggerating the tilting of the hips to move in your low back. Looking for maximum range of motion in the lower vertebrae, the lumbar spine. And then again, relax your face, relax your eyes. Let there be a little smile here. And tune into the breath. That ocean sound coming through loud and clear. Now the circles are as big as they want to be today, and they start to become smaller again. And a little smaller. And then once the circles are tiny, start going the other way with the small circles. First with that tilting of the hip. We'll be massaging today the kidneys as well as every part of the digestion. You can feel those kidneys in your lower back already starting to get some movement. The circles become larger, larger. And a little bit smaller. Smaller still. And come to the center. Let's pause for a moment. Shoulders are released down and back away from the ears, palm facing forward, lifting across the sternum. A light engagement of the perineum. And notice the energy flowing in your body. Tune in within. And relax. Shake it out. All right, we'll do a side stretch. Inhale, one hand up and over, the other hand's on the waist to steady yourself. Reaching the fingers up as towards the ceiling, and then use your core to come up. So strong core engagement the whole time. We're not trying to get over. It's like you're reaching for the top of the wall or for the sky. And then keeping that sternum lifted a little as well. So don't collapse down. Engage your core, release the hand up and over. The palm is down as the fingers reach away. Keep lifting in that perineum area so that your core is engaged the whole time here. And let the breathing be however feels comfortable and natural for you. Up and over. And for the last two, take a few breaths, really reaching the outside edge of your foot down and a smooth curve up to the fingertips. Breathe here. Use your core to switch sides. Looking forward or up, keeping your heart lifted. And back to the middle. Let's shake it out. Bring the hands in loose fists by the shoulders for spinal cord breathing. This is one that goes right at that cerebral spinal pump. So as you inhale, arch back, bring your shoulder blades towards each other. As you exhale, round the back, touch the elbows and the hands, lowering the head. Inhale, make sure you lift across the sternum. Exhale. So we're looking for a smooth curve from the tip of the tailbone to the top of the head. Back and forth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, making that little ocean sound. Relaxing your face, allowing the possibility of a smile here. Not to force a smile or pretend to be happy when you're not. rather to allow the musculature of your face to relax into the now. You can say to yourself, I am okay right now. I am okay right now. And allow that to become part of your experience on your face. Moving with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And relax. Let's collect the chi. So inhale, sweep the hands up to the side, palms up. And then exhale, slide down in front of your body, noticing your head, your heart, and the lower dantian. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, as if you can direct or coax or guide energy into the upper, in the middle, and the lower. And then pause. Palms forward, chest lifted, shoulder blades towards each other. And notice the energy moving in and out of the palms of your hands. Imagine you can breathe into your hands. And let's flex the wrists all the way both ways, and the elbows all the way both ways. And then let the shoulders loop up and down, releasing any residual tension from the shoulders, from the neck. And then find a neck movement that's appropriate for you. Let the chin roll down and then lay one ear over to the shoulder and then the other way. Great. And one for the hips. So bring the hands to the hips, steady one leg or hold on to your chair or a wall, and then start to swing the other leg. Maybe counterbalancing with your hands. And take some giant breaths in here. Really fill your body with air and blow it out. And to the other side. Okay, so the last one before we move into our Qigong, our energy cultivation from our nature Qigong side. Rub your hands together. This one's called throwing away the trash. So it's an opportunity to let go of everything that's been stirred up, whatever's still inside your body on the energetic level that is ready to be released. Be gentle with your back today. Only go as far into this as you would like. And we're going to make a sound. Those of you who have done the breath of joy in a yoga class, this is kind of similar to that. It's a little simpler though. So what we do is inhale, bring the hands up, gently lean back, and then as we exhale, come forward into a deep squat and throw the hands down to the floor and make a sound. So it goes like this. Inhale, up and back, gently lean back, not too far, and then exhale. Ha! Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Any sounds at all that you'd like to make. Whew. And go as loud as you'd like. The louder it is, whew, the more will come out. Can also breathe vigorously out. Do about 10 of these on your own. Whew. Shake those arms. Really let them be loose, like you're flicking something off of your fingers. And slowly let this slow down. Come to steady yourself in the middle. Inhale, bring the arms up to the side, collect the chi. Exhale, let your eyes close or lower as the hands float down. And we'll pause here. Stacking your ankles over your feet. The feet are holding the ground with 10% tension. Soft knees, soft hips. Lifted chest. Chin is drawn in so the back of the neck is long. The top of the head is reaching for the sky with 10% effort. And look within, feel within, listen within. And relax. Loosen, stretch, move in any way that you'd like. You can bring one hand to the lower belly and one hand to the upper chest. And we'll find the wave breath, and then we're going to do a movement called the wave. So with the wave breath, you breathe in, similar to three-part breathing in yoga. Breathe into the lower part, the lower dantian. Continue breathing in as you fill the chest with air. Continue breathing in as you fill even up to the throat with breath. And then breathe out, let that reverse. And so both hands come in. So you breathe in, lower, middle, upper, full breath, breathe out. So nice, smooth breathing. Only a momentary pause at the top and bottom. And see if you can feel the wave of breath rippling up your body. Lowering down, reducing. Now notice that your back wants to do a little movement. So before I instruct the wave, let this breathing guide a little wave up and down your spine. Just let it ripple. There's a little undulation there that sort of wants to happen. So be in your own body. Just notice your spine wants to move. Begins with the sacrum. This pump moves all the way up into the head. It's subtle, and yet it's easier to let this ripple, this wave move than it is to hold still because it's so natural. And then you can let your hand that was up on the top come down so you have a hand just below the navel and a hand on the sacrum. And then the wave is the first part of our movement. You tilt the sacrum way down. So we're exaggerating the tilt of the hips the whole time. So we tilt the sacrum way down and in, and then that wave moves up, and finally the chin lifts a little bit as the hips are extended back. So there's a wave that moves. It's probably easier to do than to explain. The knees are bending and straightening, and there's almost a circle happening down low in the hips and the sacral area. Don't worry about the breath for this one. We're getting this sacral brain pump beginning, working with the spine. Now, you don't have to keep the hands there. They also could be on the waist, or they could be relaxed by the side or on the thighs. And you're not doing too much with the neck. The neck is like a natural after effect of the movement. Most of your attention is on the sacrum. It's going maximum in, and then as the wave moves up the spine, the sacrum is going maximum out. Right? You can feel that triangular bone between the tops of the backs of your hips. And guide that into this maximum movement. Now, our nature Qigong practices take a little bit of time. You can't warm up for a run or some kind of exercise in 20 seconds. It takes a few minutes. So we'll let this become quiet and take a minute or two to see if you can find this. There's no need to go fast. There's also no need to go slow. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, you can pause and then resume if you'd like. Let that breath move slow and deep and natural, making that quiet ocean sound. The ocean and the waves are not different. So the wave is without, the body's making the wave, and the depth of that ocean is within. That which you are. Play with it. Keep letting the shoulders move, the knees move, and maximum wave of the spine. All right, let's give this a pause. The body becomes still when it's ready to. and tune in. Look, listen, feel within. Waking up the brain. Notice if the thoughts feel a touch more clear. We're massaging the kidneys and the intestines for digestion. We're waking up that seat of our deepest power. All right. And then part 2 is where we start to guide energy into the 3 dantians. This one's called Dragon Whips Its Tail. And it's referencing the arm movement that we add to this. So the same movement is happening with the spine, and we do this arm movement at the 3 dantians. So we start with the lower, the seat of vitality, and the hands start like palms up, and then they come behind you, so there's a full spiral of the hands. Okay, so we're opening the meridians, the 6 meridians that go down to the hands and fingers on each side are getting opened through the spiraling. So with palms up, we bring them in, fingertips behind. Don't worry about the back for now, we'll just get the arm movement. Fingertips in, and then around they go, and then they turn back out, and they come in again. And you'll see the spinal movement just wants to join. Okay, so full spiral of the arms, full wave of the back, full relaxation in the face. Let that inner smile sparkle through your eyes. And let the breath be however it wants to, nice and deep. Good. And now up to the middle. Your movement is similar, can't quite go as far. And now we're breathing into the middle dantian. The seat of prana and of our emotional body, filling this area with energy. Each breath in, guide in, like imagine, visualize that energy from nature, the plentiful supply of energy is being guided into the middle of your body, to the heart, to the lungs. Right? Just let the hands find their way. And then the upper dantian, the seat of wisdom, of intuition, of our sixth sense, of our connection to the spirit all around us. Okay, so the hands have less mobility up here, so you just work with it and then guide it in. Like imagine that you're bringing energy into your brain, into your forehead, and still the wave is doing its thing. And then let's relax the hands now that you have it. Shake it out. If it gets to be too much for your shoulders, just do a little bit less or take a pause, okay? So then the full movement of dragon whips its tail. You can see I'm just shaking and loosening like my toes. Energy gets stirred up and then it wants to go out. So find a way to shake off what's been awoken here. That's ready to leave. We're going to end this class lighter and freer. We're going to be like the nature around us. Relaxed and growing. Breath in and out with a sigh. And then pause and notice the energy coursing through the rivers of light. Does it feel good? All right. So this is one you can practice once you know it. You can use this as a standalone Qigong practice anytime throughout your day. Qigong doesn't take an hour. You can change your energy, release stress, and bring in fresh energy in a few minutes, anytime, anywhere. Just you and your desire is enough. So the movement for dragon whips its tail as we move up and down the chakras, or up and down the energy centers. So we do one for the lower, and then the middle, and then the upper, and then back down to the lower, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and do at least 7. 7 to 10 is a pretty good set to get it going. So as you're ready, feet are wider than hip width apart, knees are a little bent, hips are tucked in so you feel bouncy. And then just let the hands start and the spine moves. One from the lower, breathing into the lungs, the heart in the middle, and into the brain, into your smile for the upper. And then back down to the lower. One of each is a set. That's 2. I'll guide through 7. Breath does what it wants to do. Just keep it full and deep. The breath will find its way. That's 3. Full wave up the back. Full whip of the dragon's tail with your hands. And 2 more. And relax. Inhale, the hands float up. Exhale. Then glide back down. Hold still. Still on the outside, dynamic on the inside. Face is relaxed. Knees are soft. Body is floating over the earth. There's an invisible force holding you up as you stand between the earth and the sky, welcoming this moment. And then let's let this energy that we've cultivated start to move us into the flying or the floating meditative Qigong. This is a meditation in motion. Now we're doing very, very, very little effort. And as you inhale, Let the hands come up. Imagine you're a slow motion bird soaring in the sky. If you feel any stress or tension in the arms or the shoulders, then keep the hands a little lower. Leading with the wrist and letting the fingers float up, and then leading with the wrist and letting the hands float down. And then let this movement become anything it would like you're flying or floating, hands forward or back. See what kind of effortless, like you're making up a Qigong move yourself, not by thinking about it, by letting this energy just express itself. And then for our meditation, you could remain standing with your hands anywhere you'd like, or you could come to lie down, especially if your back is sore or if you're tired, or you could come to sit on the front of your chair. Becoming comfortable here, and let the palms turn up so that you can receive what is here for you. And we'll take a little inventory. Today we have opened up our supple spine, stimulated healthy functioning of most of the organs in the body, activated the cerebral spinal pump, from the sacrum to the brain, and recharged our three major energy reservoirs with fresh chi. This is a good thing. And bringing to mind the image or thought of someone or something that naturally encourages a smile. A person, a place, a memory, an imagination. Anything that you can't help but smiling when you think about it. This smile reverberates out into the universe, echoes off the far reaches of the expanding universe, and comes back multiplied 1,000-fold. This smile energy is now welcomed into your body through the crown of your head. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, imagine this smile energy is swirling down your body. When you breathe in, smile energy is coming into your body. And as you breathe out, it's staying in your body, moving down into the welcoming cells. Stay with it, allowing an infinite amount of smile to come in. Imagining every cell in your body is getting nourished. Relaxing into this process. Don't try too hard. Just know that nature is offering you healing smile energy, and that every cell in your body receives this and starts smiling itself. Eyes can be opened or closed. Relax every muscle in your face and every muscle in your body that's not needed at this time. Let your teeth separate, let your jaw relax, breathing in through the nose. Gold and white smile energy coming in. Gold and white smile energy being received by every cell in your body. Relaxing more and more. welcome to stay a little while longer, to tune me out and continue to meditate. You may wish to go outside for a little walk, to breathe in the fresh air. Or you can lie down and rest deeply. If you'd like to conclude class with me now, you can start to move your fingers, your toes, your shoulders, your head. Bringing both hands to cover your heart, connecting with gratefulness, life-giving nature, for the worldwide community, practicing, sharing, bringing more kindness into the world. And for all of our teachers who have gone before, studying, exploring, and developing ways to share this so that we may learn. And I give thanks for each and every one of you for giving me this opportunity to listen for a new class for us each Sunday. Thank you all. I welcome your comments. Please leave questions or reflections wherever you are seeing this. I honor you. I respect you. We are truly one. Thank you, everyone. See you in class again soon.